Hello, welcome everybody to Let's Print Our Podcast. I hope that you're all doing fine, and today I'm joined by my co-host, Omar. How you doing, Omar?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for bringing me on, Sam. I appreciate it. I'm excited
Of
to get
course.
into these conversations.
Yep, and we have a lot to talk about, but it's a lot of 60 meters, like a lot of 60 meters, and everything happened like yesterday, literally all the races.
Bro.
So I'm gonna let you pick and choose what you want to talk about first.
Oh, okay.
What is
Let
your
me see.
favorite?
My favorite, I'd say the one that I've been the most impressed with was definitely Tia Clayton.
Jack Layton?
Not just a dominating race that I saw from her, just made me think back to the outdoor season. So I'm definitely excited to see how she carries that on. Saw that she even competed last week
Mm-hmm.
and she did a 7.14. But I was outdoors with a minus 1.1 win. So, there's a little bit of a conversation that's been going on
Yeah.
about
We're
that.
gonna have that
But
conversation because outdoor, I don't know. I don't know about outdoors. It's like the time are super fast, and then they go indoor, and the time are nuts. Nah. But yeah, it was an impressive performance, and she was dominating the field. Like the second place was like 7.3, something like that. So yeah, and she's a good 100-meter runner. Like you can see that at the end
mhm,
of the race she was making, some separation with the others. So
yeah,
definitely exciting stuff. Definitely. Yeah.
what caught your attention out of
Look
all
at my,
the
I mean, did you saw GC Stevenson?
let me see. Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Oh, that race. Oh my goodness.
6.50, and he's not even I mean, he's a sprinter, but he's a long jumper.
A long
NCAA
jumper,
champion
yeah.
in the long jump, and you're running 6.50. It's
Yeah, that
crazy
race.
stuff.
In world lead right now?
Yeah, NCAA World League.
And see. My goodness,
Yeah.
yeah, the race was dominating. He looked excited, looked smooth. So I can only imagine how it translates.
To long jump, yeah, and you can maybe do like a Carl Lewis thing, doing the 60 meters, the 100 meters, then you wins the long jump. I don't know.
You know, exactly.
Usually,
You never.
I don't watch NCAA that much, but this was impressive. Like, this was very impressive. I don't know the person, like, I really don't follow that much, but it was just
Mhm.
the most impressive for me was that because you're doing the long jump, you're the NCAA champion, you're not a 60-meter
Mhm.
guy, and you're able to run 6.50. It's almost like Grant Holloway, when he was in
I
NCAA
did. Yeah,
doing some,
I do remember.
yeah,
So you never know. I mean, hey, maybe some potential for him to, try to at least get a little two titles for all you know.
ah, that would be crazy, yeah. But now, I mean, we gotta talk about the pro, Kishane
That's
Thompson,
it.
first
Yeah.
race indoor of his career. What do you think
hmm
about that?
You know, I feel like the factors indoors, we won't talk about that. I'll just talk about the race itself.
Hmm.
I'm definitely, it's good that he got the win indoors for sure. His times in the semis and finals quite similar as well. I would say he looked a little tight at the end because he was
Hmm.
under pressure, and you can see like he's the type of person like he has so much power that I feel like he needs a he needs that space to just keep on running. So I don't know if that affected him towards the end, but honestly, I know people are maybe expecting a faster time, but I think a 6.5 is solid still.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's a good opener. You can see like everybody open with like 6.6, and it's a 6.5, so it's not bad. But after the 6.48, everybody was expecting
I
some
know.
crazy times like 6.4 low or 6.3. So I mean, even myself, I was expecting maybe faster, but it's a good
Yeah,
indoor
because
debut, and you have to think about that too. When he ran that 6.4, he was in Jamaica, he was at home,
yeah,
there is no pressure when you're running at home with your buddies. Like, everybody in the race was his training partner, so there is no pressure.
yeah,
Like, you can see in the race of his 6.5, he was feeling the pressure, like you said, so he was tight at the end, and so I think it's gonna be all right. He just need more races to I don't get his rhythm and just be smooth, because I think he has the potential to go 6.4 low or even 6.3. He
That's
just gotta execute well. Like, you see the race in Jamaica, he was so smooth. Like, it was effortless.
yeah.
So I think that's a factor. I mean, even if you look at his training partner were there, and in Jamaica, the one guy that finished second in the race at this indoor meet, I think that he ran 6.8, and he was running 6.5 outdoors. So, like, the traveling plus the pressure of a pro meet with all of that, I think that's what cost him the 6.4. But he's gonna be back. He's gonna be back, and I'm excited. I don't know if he's gonna do all the indoor season. I don't know.
That's true.
I don't know if he should. I mean,
yeah, that's the one thing I considered too. Like, after I was looking at the race, I was thinking to myself, I was like, I feel like he's mentioned about his health as well, and that's not something I question, because I know. Well, I don't know, but from what I see, like you said, he has the potential to definitely do 6.4s a season, continue racing. But I feel like being outdoors, maybe being in Jamaica itself, and just continuing his training, going on to world championships and outdoor competitions might be best for him, because I don't know. It's interesting. It's the first time seeing him as an indoor runner is unique, but we'll see.
I think like some people are benefiting from the indoor 60 meter, like Noah Lyles, but it's different because I think Kishane has an history of getting injured. So I don't know if running indoors is the thing for him, because I mean, if he get injured in the 60 meter in January, it's not good. Like, you don't want to get injured at the start of the season. So I don't know if he should run indoors, but he definitely has the capabilities of winning the World Indoor Championship. So why not go for it? I mean, it's a title. It's still a gold medal at the end of the day. So
That's it.
I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see what he does, and I'm just excited to see. Whenever he runs, that's exciting. That's exciting because he has a lot of potential. So yeah. All right. So I mean, we have Noah Lyles, season opener. I don't know what to think about that, because last season he opened his season with a 6.6, just chill. So it's the same thing this year. It's 6.62, two races in 6.6. I think he was not pushing that much. I think he's just like, it's a warm up. It's a warm up for him. I don't think that was, he was not going all out. It was just executing, but we're really going to see what he can do against Marcel Jacobs, like, very, very soon. So, yeah, I have nothing to say. Like, I don't know if you saw the race. It was just executing. It was clean. It was not super fast, but it's a clean race, a clean opener. I think it's good.
I agree. Yeah, I did see the race afterwards. I saw some clips on Instagram, YouTube, whatnot, whatever was posted. And it just looked very smooth, He didn't look like he was feeling under pressure.
Nah.
Once he got up to 30, he kind of just did what he did, Noah Lyles thing, just took it away. And it was smooth, but, I feel like he's definitely expecting to drop some bigger times and do the same thing he was doing last season, building up on his 60, just continuing to take it outdoors. So it'll be exciting to see some bigger competitions, to see what times he could put down.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a question that you can ask at this stage of the season, but do you think he's going to go faster than his 6.43?
Ooh, that's a great question. I feel like he can. I don't know if he'll be by that much. I don't see him going under. I'm not going to doubt him, because anytime you doubt him.
Yeah.
But I think he has the potential for sure. I feel like he could definitely get down to like a 6.41 by the end of it. That's his goal. But I see no reason why he can't win.
Yeah, I think that's also my answer. I don't think he can go 6.3. Not yet. Maybe in the future, But I think a 6 point, if it can go down to a 6.41, 6.40, that is scary. That is scary because, if that translates to outdoors, that means maybe 9.7 low, my 9.74, and now you're talking about like Justin Gatlin Prime, Asaf Abao
Mm-hmm.
Prime. That's fast. So definitely exciting. But oh man, he said in an interview that he was not going to run indoors. So I don't know about I think
Oh.
that because the World Championship are in September, it's late in the season.
Oh.
He's not gonna
Okay.
run indoors. He's gonna do a couple of meets, but he's
Mm-hmm.
not going to try and go after the World Championship. So
Okay.
it's different than the last 2 years. So I'm excited.
That
Maybe he's gonna try to regain that 200-meter crowd. I don't know.
I need to see that.
Maybe a different approach to this season than last year because I mean last year he was very good in the 200 meters, but
Mhm.
Letsile Letsile was better. I'm sorry, Letsile was just better. So I don't know. He needs to go like 19.4, 19.3 because Letsile is going to improve. I think he has more room for improvement. So this year it's gonna be fun to watch. But I mean I think that if you want to win the 200 meters, you're gonna have to run like at least 19.4. So I
I
think he
agree.
needs to focus. Like it's fun. You're doing the 100 meters, but the 200 meter is difficult. So he needs to really work on that to get back to his 19.3, maybe 19.4.
Mhm. I
But
agree. It'll
that's
be exciting to
exciting.
see.
All right. I mean, we're gonna continue on the 60 meter because there's a lot of other 60
Oh
meters.
yeah,
Sherika
for sure.
Jackson,
Yes, Sherika Jackson.
7.18. What did you think
Not
of the
bad.
race?
I saw the race. It looked like, honestly, it looked like a training to her. It looked like she went through the phases. She she got up fairly smooth. She saw that she wasn't in first, just kept on going. Very smooth race. I forgot what position she finished in. I don't know if it was second or third. No, I believe second.
Second, yeah.
Yes, but I felt like it was a good race. She was obviously she didn't get to have the chance to compete in the Olympics,
Mhm.
so it's good to see her healthy. Good to see her running smooth as usual, and who knows if she continues to keep on doing some 60 meters. But she's definitely it's a good time. It's a good time. Good time.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you're right. It's a good time, and I think that if you saw the race, the reaction time was not there. I mean, she was glued to the block.
Hmm.
So
Yes.
I mean, that was like a 7 point. I don't know, 12. It's if the reaction time was actually good. So, like you said, it was just a training. She was not. I don't think it was an all-out race. Just like Noah Lyles, it's to relax. You're coming back on everybody. You're just chilling.
Hmm.
So, and I don't think she's gonna run that much 60 meters. I mean, she usually don't run a lot of 60. So, but like you said, it's good to see her back. To see that she's training and she's healthy. She can run fast. So I'm
Definitely.
definitely excited, and that was a big disappointment at the Olympic game. I
Hmm.
We did not saw her in the 100 meters or the 200 meters. So
Yep. Nothing.
he was definitely missing that final because 21.8 is fast, but when you saw 21.4 the last 2 years,
Yeah.
I want to
Honestly,
get back to yeah.
yeah, but I'm definitely excited to see what she does. Hopefully, I'd like to see her back in the 200 in the outdoor season
Mhm.
and dominate even both events, 100, 200, because I know she has more in her.
Yeah, yeah. I think she has more. And I think that in the 100 meters, she didn't run her perfect races yet. I mean, I think she has a lot of room for improvement, and I just hope that she's not gonna get injured. That's my only hope. Like, even with like Shelly and all the Jamaicans, I just don't want them to get injured. And if
For
if they
sure.
if they're not injured, that's a good season. The last 60 meters. I mean, we have what is his name? Lashlan Kennedy, 6.43.
Ah, yes, a
Outdoor,
lot.
outdoor, not indoor, because that's different. That's what do you think of the race?
Honestly, I guess I, what do I have to think? I was a little surprised with the time. I don't know if I was surprised about his form, maybe. I just, uh, he got off very quick though. He made a lot of separation after like 20 meters, so that was good to see. Um, I was expecting it to be a regular time, and then the 6:43 was very shocking to see. But I did a little bit of research, saw that he's like a 10-2 runner, so I was like, okay, he has some speed, has done something in the past for sure. But it was just very surprising and very surprising and odd performance than what I'm used to seeing. I didn't feel as smooth, but I thought that he got away.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's weird. I don't know. I don't know if I trust those times. I mean, 6.43 is super fast. I mean, yes, he had, a good win, a plus 1.6, but still, like, if you're running 6.4, you should run 9.9, at least 9.9, So I don't know, but he just ran a 100 meter today, I think, and he ran
oh,
10.17.
okay,
So,
alright.
I mean, that's good, but like I said, at 6.4, you should be able to
Yeah.
run faster. And like you said, his form was a little awkward. I don't know. His start is good. His start is very good, but I think that
Mhm.
after, his transition and all of that, his knees are not coming so high and he's
Yeah.
really leaning forward. So I think he's a good 60-meter runner, and that's why, he ran super fast. But in the 100 meters, I don't see him being a factor this season. Like he can
Mhm.
maybe go at the World Indoor Championship, be in the final in the 60 meters, but I don't think he's, for the moment at least, for the moment, someone that we should look out for in the 100 meters. He's not a threat. He's not a threat.
I feel like it's one of those things. I know there are athletes in the past who have done well in the 60 meters and it hasn't necessarily translated to outdoors. So maybe he's just a 60 meter runner, but obviously he's capable of running fast. So there's that.
Yeah, yeah, I think like you said, it's maybe he's just very good in the 60 meters, and but yeah, that's good. I mean, that's good. I'm kind of excited to see what he can do indoor. Maybe he can replicate a 6.4 high or something. I hope that we're gonna see him in the World Indoor Championship for real, just to see like the difference between indoor
Yeah.
and outdoor. Just to
It would be a good test this season.
yeah. Next, I mean, we have Christopher Morales Williams, a little Canadian,
Ooh.
a boy.
Yeah. Yes. Canada stand no.
The race was absolutely. I don't know if you watched the race, but a
I didn't get.
45:27 for his, season opener. That boy is
Yeah.
that boy is gonna run some 43 this season. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Like super fast. It's one of the fastest indoor time. I think it's the world leading time at the moment.
Yeah.
And it's a season opener, so what the fuck? Like it's just so fast. It's almost a 44 as your season opener, and he was looking smooth. So I'm excited for him. It's his first pro season, so he's
Yeah.
gonna, maybe try a couple of different meets, but I don't think he's gonna run that much. The indoor season. I don't want him to do indoor season. I just want him to, focus on the outdoor season because I think that he has the potential to maybe grab a medal or make the final this year in the 400 meters. Like definitely because he showed that he can replicate a 44 low like multiple
Hmm.
times. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to see him, but like I said, I just don't want him to burn too much energy on the indoor season to just like do your thing in the outdoor season. Like
Definitely. So yeah, now that it's full, like you said, this is his full season being a pro or starting to be a pro. So I definitely want to see how that transitions out. I feel like the outdoors is meant for him. Thought of what he did last year as well. He had a really long season and didn't get to pan out the way he did. But I feel like starting off with a 45 to 27 or 26. Oh my goodness. Yeah,
yeah,
that's quick. So I mean, as long as he takes the steps to gradually build up towards the end of this year, or when World Championships are outdoors, I think he's got the potential to.
Yeah, and also you have to think about that he's only 20 years old. Like he's younger than me. He's younger than me. That's crazy. Like he's super
Yeah.
young, he's super talented. So he has, a lot of room to improve. I don't think people realize that he was only 19 years old when he broke the world record, indoor. So,
Yeah.
I mean, 44, a lot of 44, 44.0 at 19 years old.
Mm-hmm.
That is exciting stuff. So yeah, and he's Canadian, so I'm cheering for him. I'm cheering for him. Uh, so yeah, we're gonna see what he does, and then we have a lot more 60 meters. We have Jason Sears. I don't know if you know her. Like
I do, yes.
yeah, last season I one and done. She ran like 10.7, then injuries, she disappeared,
Yeah.
and she's just coming back. This year, first pro season also.
Yeah, I was shocked to see it.
Yeah, I don't know if he's only a 100 meter runner. I don't know because she ran the 200 meters, so
Yeah.
I don't know if she's. I don't know. I didn't follow her that much, when she was in the NCAAs. So, but I'm excited because when you run 10.7 outdoors, you gotta watch for her. You gotta watch for her. So 7.15 season opener in the 60 meter. That's great. That's pretty much what everybody else is running at the moment. 7.1. So it's just normal. And then 23.2 200 meter. That's fast. That's fast. So like everybody else, when you're doing track and field, injuries are a big part of what you can do. That's a lot of athletes are limits by injuries. So if she's able to train properly, don't get injured, I think that she can do some damage. Maybe like another 10.7, qualify for World Championship, and I think she has a bright future.
I agree for sure. I did see the 60-meter race of hers. I didn't see the 200, but solid. She looks powerful as ever. I feel like that's one of the aspects that really stands out to me. Her being a sprinter, she's extremely powerful in the 100 meters. So seeing her in the 60 as well, just dominate the race, I'm very excited.
Yeah, and she has a great start. Her start is very powerful. Like she makes so much ground in the first 30 meters. It's actually very, very cool to see. Like it's impressive. It's very impressive. She has a good start, and yeah, I just wanted to see her again, some professional field, to see what she can really do. Maybe I don't know how she's gonna react to the pressure also of being a professional, because it's different. Like when you're in the NCAA, it's cool, it's nice. But the pros, it's different. So when she's gonna face off against Sherika Jackson, Sha'Carri, Julian, how she's gonna react, I don't know. I'm excited to see. Now we have also, the grass, the grass.
Yes, that's true. Shout out to Andre the Grass.
Shout out to the grass. He's doing his thing. 6.74. He's not a 60-meter guy. He's just not. The grass. If the grass can run a 6.5, he's the world champion in the 100 meters. Like it's over for everybody. It's over.
That might be valid. Yeah, it looked like if I'm not mistaken, did you say that I was watching? Did he change coaches recently?
Yeah, he changed coaches. So yeah. What was it? He moved on to Florida with Mike Holloway. Yeah. He's training with Joseph Famblay and Arian Knighton. Those guys. So it's good. I think that it's a 200 meter group. So I don't know if he's gonna only focus on the 200 meters. I hope so. I want to see him, come back to his 19.6. That will be crazy.
For sure.
Well, I don't know, but the thing is with the grass is that that he's gonna take the season, step by step, and that at the end of the season he's gonna do his best performance. Like even last year, he was slow all year, and then at the Olympic game in the semifinal, 9.98. I mean, that didn't make the final, but that's still a 9.9. That's super fast. So I
Mhm.
think that it's also the same thing. If he doesn't get injured, I think he can do some great things. And with a new training group, training with some fast people in the 200 meters, I think the grass is gonna grab another medal this year. It's my bold prediction, but I think that if he can,
Okay.
train well, he can do some damage in the 200 meters. Not the 100
Oh,
meter is too stacked. I mean, I cannot see him, grabbing a medal because everybody is running 9.8 low or 9.7. So I don't know about
mhm.
that, but definitely in the 200 meters, maybe a bronze medal. Who knows? But except from Kenny, Teboho, and Lyles, for me, he's the fourth. He's the fourth guy. I mean, I don't see anybody else being able to beat a prime DeGrasse.
Yeah, but I have to agree on that for sure. I mean, we know that traditionally, indoors, he hasn't necessarily been like the fastest in the 60. He kind of does one or two and then just prepares for outdoor season. So I feel like these times are not definite of what he's capable of, but as long as he's healthy and just builds up towards the season, we're definitely gonna see some great things, or I hope to see some great things as well.
Yeah.
A new Canadian record for the 100, maybe another Canadian record for the 200.
Oh yeah,
We'll
you
see.
think that you can challenge a 9.84 by Darren Bailey? I mean, I think that with a great start and a good race, he has the potential. He has run some 9.6 with a lot of win, a lot of win, but
I do remember.
9.8, it's not impossible, and
Hmm.
we'll see what he does.
For
All
sure.
right, but now the big question of this podcast is the mid-rolls game. 60 meters, it's stacked, man. Like Marcel
Mhm.
Jacobs, Trayvon Bromell, Zanil Hughes, GT Smith, Akeem Sani Brown, PJ Austin,
Ooh.
Benjamin Zamadi, and Ryan Ford. This is a stacked field in the 60 meters.
Hmm.
Who do you think is going to win? That's the big question.
Ooh. You know, this is stacked. There's so many people that you can't bet against because they've been doing well, both outdoors and indoors. Well, maybe not indoors, but I I feel like the way the last season, past couple of seasons been going, I feel like Noah Lyles is definitely gonna want this one under his belt.
No,
I
Noah
feel
is
like
not.
Marcel.
I don't think Noah is in the race.
Oh, my apologies, my apologies. This one's with Trayvon, right?
Yeah, Trayvon,
Yes.
Marcel.
Ooh.
That's also a
I
big
feel like
race. But we can talk about Noah Lyles versus Marcel Jacobs if you want to.
no. Let's stay on topic. Let's stay on topic. Let's see. I'm excited to see Jacobs because I feel like the last like how his later part of the season was going last year. I feel like it's something that people didn't pay attention to as much because he ended up with some pretty good times. Like even in the 100 meters, he was really coming back from injuries and everything like that, and he's been proven to as he's a world champion in the 60 meters as we've seen. I don't know if it was 2023, 2024, but
Mhm.
I feel like he's one to look out for, and I wouldn't be surprised. He's very smooth in the 60 meters and knows when to pick it up. So a healthy Marcel Jacobs, I would see him definitely doing something.
Yeah. Marcel is a dangerous man in the 60 meter. PR of 6.41. He beat out Christian Coleman in 2022 to win the World Indoor Championship. So definitely a good 60 meter runner. And every time that he ran the 100 meters, he always split a great 60 meters. So like sub 6.4 low each time. So I'm gonna go with you because maybe the only person that can challenge him is Trayvon Bromell. Trayvon
For
Bromell
sure.
can definitely do his thing, you know. But I'm gonna go with you. I think that Marcel Jacobs, like you said last year, I think people, did not pay attention because 9.85 in the final of the Olympic game is crazy fast. Like
Hmm.
In 2023 we'll have won the silver medal with that time. So that's not a slow time. That's just the final
Hmm.
was just very fast. And that, he did not control that, but 9.85. I think, like you said, he's coming back and he has changed coaches also, and
Hmm.
that is working because last season he ran one of his fastest 100-meter times. So I think that this year he can build on that and be even faster, and he has the potential to go 9.7 and challenge Noah Lyles. And I think that people are not, like you said, they are not paying attention. Marcel Jacobs can do some great things, and I will not be surprised if this year, like even this in the 60-meter, if he do like 6.3. I
Hmm.
mean, I can see him drop
Okay.
like maybe at the end of the season. Not right now, but maybe at the end of the season. I think he can go 6.3 and outdoor 9.7. Like people are gonna be surprised if he stay injury free and he's running well and he have some good races. Marcel he's a dangerous man, like I said.
Most definitely, but Trayvon, whew,
It's difficult.
I'm not gonna ever underestimate him because what he's overcome in the past,
Yeah.
definitely something to be spoken about. But I feel like I want to see how it builds up, but I'll stick with Jacobs for this one.
And I mean, we have last thing I want to talk about is, the training group of Noah Lyles. They all did it
Mhm.
60 meters, and we have the times are Caleb Dean 6.68. I think he's a 400-meter hurdle, guy.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
drop
He definitely.
6.6, and you're a 400-meter guy.
Whoa, that's some speed, man.
Yeah, yeah. And then
Yeah.
Udozi Onozurike 6.70. I want to see, this guy perform because what he did at the NCAA level, 1 year or 2 years ago was
Yeah.
crazy. Like 9.91, I think, and
Hmm.
19.7. He has a lot of potential, and I want to see him perform this season. Like last year, he was injured, and he's super young.
Yeah.
Also, he's like 20 years old, running 19.7. He's training with Noah Lyles, so
Oh yeah,
he
it's
can
only
definitely shake things up in the 200 meters also. Like it's one guy that I really want to follow and see what he does outdoor because yeah, he has a lot of potential. Then Jalen Slade, the phenom, the high school phenom, Jalen Slade.
my goodness. I didn't even know that he was pro
Yeah,
until yesterday.
he's training with Noah Lyles, the Lance Bromell group, since like 2 years, I think. But he's been injured like a lot of injuries, and I think it's his first race back in 2 years, something like.
Wow.
I did not see him run one races, last year. So I mean, I think it's great to see him back, even if the time is not fast. Like
Mhm.
I said to you, like if they're not injured, that's a great sign. So
That's it. I agree. It'll be
we'll
exciting
see.
to see. He's a fun runner to watch. I remember him and Arian going at it, so we know he definitely has some potential in him. Still young as
Yeah.
well. I don't know how old he is, but definitely like in
Maybe
his
like
20s.
22 to like low 20. So yeah, definitely a lot of time to improve, and he's training with a good coach. So I don't know. I don't know. It's maybe not this season. This season, I don't think he's gonna run like some crazy time. But if he can stay injury free, have a good season, maybe in the couple, maybe next season, he can do some great things. So that's exciting. I mean, I think this season is gonna be great. We have a lot of comebacks. Sherika, Shelly, and Trayvon is coming back.
Hmm.
So definitely an exciting season.
For sure, this is a good group of people. They have a lot to prove. As of Caleb Dean coming back from the 400 meters, or not 400 meters, but 400-meter hurdles. Everyone in the group, so it's going to be a lot of people pushing each other. So it'll be
Yeah.
great to see.
Yeah, and I think like Kennedy, like you said in the 400-meter hurdle, I can see him, challenge Ray Benjamin and the big three. The big three, I think that he can do it. He can do it because I don't remember his time from last year, but I remember being very impressed by how he ran the 400 meter at NCAA. That
Hmm.
was, yeah, that like this 47 low, 47.0, something like this. So, I mean, there's not a lot of 400 meter hurdle guy, but he's one definitely that we have to keep an eyes on because, yeah, I think that if he run a 46 points, I don't know, eight, it's potential, it's potentially a medal, bronze
Hmm.
medal, silver medal. So yeah, excited to see what he's gonna drop this season. But yeah, that's pretty much all we had to say this week. Hope that everybody enjoyed the podcast, and yep, see you next week. Do you have to one thing to say, Omar?
No, stay tuned for what's going to happen in the next couple of weeks because we're going to see some exciting things in track. And thank
Yeah,
you for having me on, Sam.
of course, man, always. So yeah, see you in the next podcast. Ciao, to